Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
Hello.
Hi.
Greetings and
How
welcome.
do I pop out the chat?
You can't. You've been banned from chat
You have to
poppage.
switch to non-mod view and then go to pop out chat because this is a new streamlined interface that's much faster to use and 20 times more responsive.
Wait, turn down which
No.
But
volume?
at least it fucking works. I'm like, nope, it's too early in the stream for salt.
No. Our stream is 90% salt.
Hey,
Always.
let's move to Mixer, everybody.
I'm too loud. Okay,
Hey, if
sorry.
they pay me
Am I
like
better?
$15 million to move to Mixer, I'd be cool with that. Yeah, I'm
Honestly,
there, man.
I'm gonna be real for a sec.
If
I
they
like
paid
Mixer's interface better than Twitch.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, but
Heavy Bob, am I going to be too loud at any point that you can hear me? Because that sounds about right.
David's also just a loud boy, so you gotta kind of.
David,
Okay. Apparently, I'm too loud. I'm turning myself down.
You kind of just
I'm
gotta
turning
deal
myself
with
down.
it.
Turn.
There we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's what I
Heavy
thought.
Bob
That's
nailed
what I
it.
thought.
Nailed it.
That's
Nailed
what I
it.
thought. It was
Nailed it.
so much funnier before the. Okay, fine. You deserve this. Crenulated crags, Cro-Magnon man! We have credulous credence to a series of grievances filed by a shivering Aphrodite, but stalagmites also might fall from the floor when Jake gives an echoing holler. I can't rhyme shit with Nakara, why bother? Let's talk about caves and spelunking. Hey, it's the relay station, let's go.
Oh no.
That was a mess. I like it.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
That's what you get.
I hope you're all having a lovely Saturday.
I'm still really hoping that midway through this I'm gonna get like a text and be like,
Hey, you need
Time
to
to
Oh,
go.
if it happened
Time to
on
go.
the relay station, that would be the most legendary stream
Yes.
in the world. Oh my god. That'd be so awesome.
So yeah, I'm hoping for that.
Yeah,
hoping.
it sounds like things are pretty close.
We could have change the stream title. Watch a Canadian live being hatched.
Yeah. Exactly.
See, at that point, you just have to let the stream go on forever, and we'll just kind of like you have to just drop everything and go. So the stream's just gonna be running.
This is
As I understand it, a newborn Canadian imprints on the first person it sees. Is that true?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why, and they always like bring a moose into the hospital.
Yeah,
and that's why we're so attached to them.
yeah. Totally get it now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'd want to bond with like a badger.
I'm
be
not gonna
honest.
lie, I was really hoping for a birth yesterday, a Friday the 13th.
Friday the
baby.
13th.
Oh yeah.
It would have been so good. Would have been so good.
That would have been a bad omen.
No, it would have been a good moment.
Get omen. No one here's got any cold.
No,
The film Omen.
we're incredibly uncultured.
There's a book. and a
Damien
recent-
was born on Friday the 13th.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. The movie was released on June 6th, 2006.
666.
What was it? 3 or 4 people were injured during the filming as well because of all the weird things that happened.
Yeah, all kinds of weird stuff happened.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't think I'm smiling because no one died, as far as I know. So it's all right for me to smile.
No, never smile.
Hey, I realized I did my Jake forces a video game onto his friends before we went live, so I'm
You
gonna do it
did.
again.
And now we do it
Hey,
again.
hey, everybody, you should play Control by Remedy Games. If you want to play a game that is BioShock or like Arkham Metroidy type game, but you have force powers and it takes place in the SCP Foundation universe, that's Control. Play this game.
Is it true that if a goth has that and uninstalls it, it's called Control Alt Delete?
Yes.
I approve
But they
of
have
this.
to delete themselves. as
Oh, well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Because you alt delete. Yep.
All right, everybody.
So, play that game. It's my game of the year. Do it. Do it. Do it. It's on all the things. Do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's on PC, isn't it?
It
On
is.
EGS.
Yes.
I have been playing a hell of a lot of Remnant.
Remnant is also good.
I really quite enjoy Remnant.
I am playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Nice. If only that would come
Horizon
on
Zero
PC.
Dawn is an incredible game.
Actually,
Yep.
Horizon is one of my. So I don't think I'm going to get much PC gaming done when the baby comes, just because it's harder to sit on a PC with baby. But
Yes.
Yeah. Lay on the
Console
couch,
gaming.
baby on chest.
yes, and I'm excited for Spider-Man and
You have-
Horizon.
You have 6 months. Get and then your free time evaporates after that.
Yep.
You get like a last injection of pure unadulterated free time. And then that's it. It's done for the
it's even
rest
better,
of your
Jake.
life.
Jake, it's even better. I've got 2 months off.
Oh man. Oh yeah. That's gonna be good.
2 months paternity.
Yay, Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we get 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's actually a lot for the United States.
Mhm.
Just gonna throw it out here. Cass gets a year and a half.
Oh
Yep.
man!
18 months.
What?
18 months.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. We
Yeah.
get.
First year
Is
is
it
paid.
paid?
Yeah.
Oh!
First year is paid, and then the 6 months after that is paid at like 30%.
That's awesome. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of spelunking,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm super happy with Canada's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This being said, so my company just moved PTO in general for everybody from 2 weeks to 3 weeks,
Nice.
and they're actually talking about increasing that even more. We added paternity leave, which we didn't have at all before,
Nice.
and because actually it was. So this is super weird. They hadn't ever addressed it because when Ross had his baby last month, it was the first time any male employee had a baby in the history of this company.
Really?
that's weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. All right.
There's
that's
only I mean
strange.
think of well, one, we're 7 years old. 2, there's only like 60 people that work there.
Still,
That's a
So yeah,
that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Wow.
they
So,
just-
welcome-
no one's had a kid.
welcome
Yeah.
everyone to the Relay Station. We're here to talk about babies.
We talk about everything on this show. Get used to it. That's how it works now.
Let's be honest. I can't think of much other than babies right now.
I think you'll find that it's actually more of a staggered development podcast now.
That was great.
Yeah.
Well done,
Thank you,
Sugar.
Bryce Serena.
Right, Serena. Hey, you made it the past 2 years. Look at you.
That's
Oh my God,
He's
thank
been. That means Bryce Serena's been a subscriber from the beginning.
day
From the
one.
Beginning, day one, when we got affiliate, our boy Bryce Serena was there. He also came to visit us at
Yes, he did.
CitizenCon in Austin, which was
Yep.
great. Also, by the way, people, me, Dolvac, and Paul are all gonna be at PAX South this year.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
if
When the
you
hell's
guys are
that?
going, January. I'm trying to line up my Tesla obtaining with that trip so I can drive it from Dallas to San Antonio.
Totally.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. But yeah. So we're like getting a cool Airbnb. So please say hello, hunt us down. Sargrath, yes, I do also. I need to get pregnant. Me specifically,
Oh yes, I
have
want to
to get
see. I
pregnant.
want to see Jake with contractions.
Yep.
Okay. Let's
Clip it. Shorten it to just what David said, if that's possible.
I want to see Jake with contractions.
There we go. You have two chances. You have two chances.
Oh boy.
Oh, very funny.
Oh fuck.
Oh no. How's
Oh.
let's talk about Star Citizen. I flew
Yeah.
my 890 jump.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
How
How
was
is
it?
that thing is awesome. It's so cool. It's so big. It's way like I knew like my brain wasn't going to be able to handle this ship. And man, I was correct.
I still want to
It
know.
barely fits in that big hangar on ArcCorp.
I want to
It
know.
almost does not fit.
Do I get one of them as a loaner for my endeavor?
I don't know. You should
'Cause it-
log in and find out.
Should get the largest ship possible as a
Yeah.
loaner for
Yeah,
And
because
you
the
already,
largest
you already have a
ship
you already
possible.
have a reclaimer.
Yeah. I want that as a loaner.
it'll either be the 890 jump or a second reclaimer.
Hang on, Bob. You know us better than that. Topics, planning.
Yeah, we don't plan this show.
So I
did you
didn't have
guys
time.
see-
Not even
did you guys
slightly.
see the Did you guys see the guy
okay.
on Reddit who used the 890 jump as a mining?
What? How?
He opens the landing bulkhead doors and just rotates his ship through an asteroid field and then shuts the doors. It works.
Really?
When FPS mining comes out, you're just going to be able to do that and
collect
break
them
down the
in there
rocks.
and then break
Yeah.
them inside?
Yeah.
Oh, that is phenomenal.
So good. It's so good. It totally works.
It's like poor man's Orion, isn't it?
Oh, that's
It's
great.
so good.
That
It's
is crazy.
Well, I
Um,
mean, obviously the Orion can hold a lot more than that, but it's so funny.
So Jake,
He opens the door, just
doesn't this
rotates.
totally seem like the like trying to get the rich people to do fun arts and crafts? They're like, and over here we have mining.
Yeah.
We just brought the rock inside, and you can go and you can blast away at it.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
that is good.
Oh my
Wouldn't they bring it in and they'll just look at it, look at the back and go, "We're gonna need a bigger net."
Yeah.
Did anyone
It won't
watch?
fit through the loop.
Did you guys watch either of the shows this week?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
I watched ISC. I didn't watch the other one.
So, Nakara and Shiver, do you want to give a quick summary of the live?
I watched
wait,
ISC as well.
real quick,
Okay.
let me talk about caves for a sec.
No, Jake.
No, we'll talk about
hold
that.
on.
After.
But
After.
they announced something cool about the caves that they didn't show
After.
yet.
We'll talk about that after.
Caves.
Okay.
The live show first.
Okay.
Go.
Shiver, you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I didn't watch the live show, so
Oh, just
Just
me.
you.
Okay.
it is.
All right. So basically, the live show is just a show about ships. So they went through Whole bunch of ship stuff. Talked about answered questions. One of the things that came out of it, they talked about the Retaliator because a lot of people sort of look askance at the Retaliator these days.
Not me. I like that ship.
They basically said the ship fundamentally works, so it won't need a full rework, but it's likely at some point they'll, come back to it.
It probably needs to be brought up to pace with the rest of the new Aegis ships.
Yeah.
It doesn't have. They feel now that it doesn't have enough torpedoes because of how many torpedoes some of the other ships have. So,
No. There's so many torpedoes. It already has like 20 of them.
no,
Not
the
enough.
the giant ones. Apparently, it only has 6 of the really huge ones.
Oh, they're saying increase the big ones.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense because there are.
You know
only
what that
6.
means, though.
The Vanguard has 4 of them. It should have way more.
Hold on. You know what that means, right? Because all of those torpedoes are going to have physical storage space.
Yep.
So if they want to increase the number of
gonna get
torpedoes
bigger.
it can
It's gonna
fix,
get bigger.
the
Here
ship's
we
going to get
go.
bigger. The Retaliator will get bigger.
At least
Okay.
the length of a torpedo, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that would
Or
be a
taller.
fairly major
It could be
rework.
taller.
It could be taller. Yeah.
There's chunks on it that are completely weird. There's a corridor that just goes to nowhere, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, its internal layout is a little bizarre.
That's okay. Can I just say, speaking of internal layouts, the A90 Jump's internal design is so good because there's redundant ways to get to different parts of the ship, which makes it super easy to navigate. It's great, and it's compact in such a way while still making it feel like the ship is huge.
I
So
hate
it's like
getting around in the Starfarer,
No, I agree with you.
right?
I think the 890 jump is better designed than just
Good.
about any ship.
Good, because the
'Cause-
Starfarer feels like it had no interior design done.
Because there's 2 separate elevator systems, so you can kind of get between the different parts of the ship, no matter how you want to. Plus they call them, they're Jeffries tubes. They call them something else
Totally different Jeffries tubes. Yeah.
in this game, but they're Jeffries tubes, so it has Jeffries tubes. Also, can I say that it has the coolest kitchen in the game?
Oh yeah, I
It's
saw
got
some pictures of it. Looks gorgeous.
It's the kitchen from the Rocinante. It looks exactly like it. It's awesome.
That's awesome. So they also touched on lots of other things like the new proximity mode and getting rid of the old hover mode.
They're already
and,
getting rid of hover mode.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is
It did-
good,
We
though.
just got it.
That
It
is
didn't.
we got it in this patch.
I know. Well, no, it was 3. It was
There's 3.6.
That's the shit that I
3.6.0.
like, though. Like, they're showing
Yeah.
us something that's early enough that it's still...
Yeah, basically they were trying to achieve something and they put it in and they're like it didn't do what we wanted it to do, so they're bringing in a new mode and it's a complete replacement of hover mode. What else did they talk about? All sorts of stuff. Go watch Star Citizen Live if you like ships. They were basically just talking about ships for an hour and like 5 minutes. But nothing like incredibly groundbreaking came out of it. They were talking about like details on weapons, how they're doing like auto gimbals on some small ships now, or not auto gimbals, but assisted gimbals.
I agree with the old
Yeah.
hover mode being fine, but the way to make it better is making it like systemic improvements across the board. So I agree with what they're doing. Like that's I'm telling you, that's how you make really great games right now, is you just make systems that talk to each other and work together.
100%. Yeah,
Look at Breath of the Wild. Like
exactly.
that whole game is built like that. So like you light a wooden box on fire and the food inside it cooks.
Mm-hmm.
and destroys anything made of wood. Like it just makes sense.
It's good.
Um,
Another
Death
game that
Stranding
did.
apparently is going to do that too.
Oh,
Which?
cool.
Which?
Death
Stranding.
Stranding.
Oh yeah, we'll see about Death Stranding.
I'm
Gameplay
so
looks
excited for that
awesome.
game.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I have some. Okay, so I want to move on to caves, and let's talk
Okay.
about caves a bit because we got stuff to show for caves.
Yeah, caves are fun.
First off, I want to say, holy shit, the caves look good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They,
There's a
it-
specific part I want to talk about, but yes,
they
go.
look really, really freaking good. It's cool that they're adding this. It's cool that they're adding caves. Like that right there is just that's sweet. That is fun.
Also, the guy like freaking like that's so creepy.
Yeah.
The guy like spinning in midair at the yeah. Like okay, all right.
There's lots of stuff with caves. We've got a couple videos on caves. Jake, you had something you wanted to talk about for caves?
Yo, so they're gonna make it so the there's gonna be cave systems that have openings in the ceiling, so you can lower your ship down in there.
Yep.
Later.
Yeah, yeah. It's not gonna be in the first release, but that's what they're planning on doing.
And
That sounds
ones with huge mouths too, where you can drive
Yep.
land vehicles into them.
Um,
Yeah, I saw that shiver. Also, the roots, that's cool. I
Yep.
like that.
no, they look good. There was one part of this episode that really bothered me. Which
There's
is
always part of an episode that bothers you.
well, yeah. They're like they're talking about all this cool stuff for caves, and look, there's like man-made things in caves, like places for people, and there's like crawling through caves, and there's the sound, and they've got all that stuff for caves, and then they're like, and some point in the future, they're gonna put in like content for the caves. So right now, like, there's not even really gonna be anything to do in the caves.
You didn't watch the whole episode then, because
Yeah, I
they
did.
talked a lot about
mining in it. You can
yeah,
go and mine in it,
harvestables.
but that's
And
all you can do
harvestables.
for now. Is
And
is
I'm
harvest-
probably- probably
Deep
also
Rock Galactic.
And also probably loot those camps.
right, but there's no like the stuff that might actually be interesting in caves is like
Well,
there
no,
being things to kill in caves,
Yeah, and
which there won't be.
you're basically saying because we can't do this in the entire game, you're upset that it can't also be done in caves.
And also, I'm sure that there's someone out there who's got more patience and willpower than me, who's thinking, I'm going to be in the fucking cave. I'm going to be in waiting for someone.
That's
'Cause
true,
I
too.
would.
PvP will be amazing in caves.
PvP would be
Sit in the
great in
corner.
caves, but you'll go to the cave and you'll sit there, and you found the one. There's like one of like 100 caves on a planet, and no one will ever show up at your cave. Because
know?
the planet is
No,
too
no.
freaking huge.
Come on, Shiver. I know it's right there. I can see it.
It's been a while since anyone's been in my cave.
Yeah. So on that front, we did also find out that they were successfully able to hook up caves to the procedural layout tool, which allows them to create randomly generated caves, and also hook it up to the procedural what is it called, distribution or whatever,
Yeah.
on the planets. Yeah, so they can put them on planets sort of like how they put outposts on planets.
Now, they still seem to do a lot of manual setting up after, right? Like, they'll create a cave system and it'll be placed, and then they'll go through and verify the cave system and set up sounds and lighting and stuff. So it seems like
Yep.
lots of it's
That'll
done
happen for a long
procedurally.
time.
Lots of it's done procedurally, but there is still a lot of work that has to be done in these caves, it seems. So, yeah. Hopefully they'll look really good.
No,
Yeah.
I'm hugely okay with this because man, would it suck if all of our planets were just hills and mountains.
Yep.
Now they just need to make it so that we can.
I want some maces, yo. Give me some maces.
maces.
Mesa.
MESA.
Mesa. Okay.
Yeah, the plural of mesa.
Mesas. I heard maces, not.
Yeah, I thought like the
Mesas.
weapon, and I was like,
I mean, yes. Also, I would like maces.
So yeah, caves look good.
Canyons.
There's also I don't
Canyons
know.
with caves in them.
Yes, absolutely, in the walls.
I most definitely
Yeah.
want caves in my crevices.
Yeah.
Crevasse.
Q.
Crevasse. I'm
What did Heavy
confused.
Bob just put in chat?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So they showed off caves this week.
Okay.
They did.
Are
Also,
you all right, Bob?
I love him. I love him.
I don't think he's alright.
He has my favorite comments today.
Bryce Arena,
Yeah,
yeah. So this is similar to the Planet Tech in that caves were just an afterthought, but the tech matured enough to where they can use it
Yep.
and release it. Yeah, it's so. You know what? Good. This lets me talk for a bit. So the thing about the caves, I just want to have a baby, okay? Like, I don't care
what the
about
fuck?
anything else right now.
You care about caves, apparently.
Not really.
Yeah, how did we go from caves to I just want a baby?
Well,
Well,
I'm
there
trying
are
to
Why
think
are all
of
my
things to say.
conversations ending with I
I'm
just
trying
want
to
a
think
baby
of things
lately?
to say, but I don't care about anything because I just want the damn baby.
David is like your 36-year-old girlfriend who her biological clock has reached a point, and she's mad that she hasn't had a baby yet, but she's really just kind of mad at herself, and she knows that you don't really want kids yet, but she's still mad at you for it, so she starts an argument where it all becomes
Jake, this is starting to sound awfully personal. Are you okay?
Yeah, I have an almost 40-year-old girlfriend. Yes.
No. What I wanted to say.
Does your wife know?
Good question.
Hopefully, I mean, she never will. It's not like she'll ever watch these.
Thankfully.
No, what I wanted to say is, so this is more of what we keep seeing. We see a lot of the sort of tech behind Star Citizen that comes out well before any of the other stuff. Like, procedural planets happened when they didn't think that they would. Same with caves. Like, they never thought that they'd get caves. But it's all this stupid tech stuff that the crazy Germans figure out and put out, and they're like, oh yeah, it's done.
Yeah, I know. It's
And they're like,
very-
well, we don't know if we can ever do this. And the Germans look at them and, oh no, it's done already. Yeah, we're good. Right?
Wait, I thought we couldn't do that. Well, now we can.
No, it's
So-
it's done. We're what do we do
Hey,
with it? I don't know. We just
speaking of
we just made it.
speaking
Shove it in
of
the game.
Germans, have you guys seen the commercials for those William Painter glasses?
Nope.
They're like these super like durable glasses. You only have to buy one. I was like, why would you spend $500 on a piece of plastic when you could spend $100 on titanium? He makes a good point, but it's the guy who does the commercials. He looks a little bit like Brian Chambers. So whenever it does the commercials, I can just imagine Brian Chambers delivering this commercial, and it just makes me happy.
Jake, you're talking to a Brit and two Canadians. We don't get your commercials.
It's YouTube. I don't have TV.
Oh wait,
Oh, good
there's
point.
commercials on. I don't watch YouTube.
Oh.
Well,
I was
also,
on YouTube in Japan, and they had an advert for YouTube whilst I was watching YouTube, and I was like, I'm not sure you understand your demographics here.
Right? I'm pretty sure I'm already here.
Yeah, get wrecked, baby.
So, just like Star
CVH
Citizen, we're
Maverick.
all out of content for the week.
CVH Maverick says he's seen the ads and he's Canadian.
Well, he's special.
Ha!
I
Doesn't-
guess I just don't watch
Doesn't he
YouTube.
look like Brian Chambers a little bit? Especially when he's got the sunglasses on. Looks like Brian Chambers. That's not what I asked you, Maverick.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh man.
Heavy Bob, isn't that what the whole inventory system thing is for? Because that's what they're building out right now.
I thought that was upcoming as well, but
Yeah, that's
he's not wrong right
No.
now, is he? To
No.
be fair to him.
but
No,
No,
he's
well,
not wrong.
He's wrong.
no, he's not wrong. The thing is, again, and
Those are
I don't know how
different
many times.
people
Don't
working on
fucking
different
play the
things.
game.
Those are
Well, don't. It's not a game, though, is it?
It's
right
not.
now, it's
Don't
a,
play it.
it's a test bed to see what's fucking up and how they can build it and how
Everything.
much they can put in. And you're expected to do these reports and things. Any fun that you have at the moment is purely coincidental.
Exactly.
Yep.
yeah.
And made up of.
Blackbird, I agree with you. I also appreciate good content, whether it's an advertisement or not, and that is some good content.
So I'm not sure if we have a clip of the shot where they're showing how they were changing the textures on the rocks for the cave, but it gave you a much better look at the like how they've improved their textures on rocks, and that really made me wonder how much. Like, I think the asteroid rework will make them look much better,
Yeah.
much better.
Can I talk about the lighting, please?
Yes, you
100%.
can.
Because, as they even touched on in the segment itself, lighting makes it in the caves. You know, the current torch is too powerful and makes the textures look flat. And the other thing is, really in a cave, it should be pitch fucking black. But because it's a game, it can't be, really. So they need to bring it out. But then you've got this whole issue of how do we make it slightly light? Well, let's put in some fog. And then you've got this thing to play with that puts a bit of light unnaturally in the cave, and it's you can see it in Elder Scrolls 4 and Elder Scrolls 5. And I fucking hate that. I'm sorry.
Can I
really fucking hate it. There's got to be another way to do it.
Can I just say, I mean, the number of times that we've now seen that CIG is like, no, we're not going to do something this way because that's not realistic. Like, it's not realistic for us to be able to automatically loot a ship. So we're going to make you get out of your ship and pick up each box hand by hand and move them to your ship because that's more realistic. Well, then fucking make the caves pitch black. So you have to bring in a torch.
No, listen. What me and subsequently Shiver are saying about this is there's got to be a better way to light a
fog.
cave than just putting fog in it.
Yes.
Because yes, we agree that it can't be pitch black because then
I
you
think it
can't
could.
see. No,
I think it can and should be at times.
at
Maybe at
times, but not the
points, yeah.
majority of times.
And it shouldn't be as light as the caves in Skyrim either. I mean, I know there were
Oh man.
artificial light sources here and there, but it was still, you know, this is why they were all wearing bikini armor in Skyrim, because they were all fucking sunbathing in those dungeons, you know?
But like,
I think not a single person I knew who had that game did not get a mod that turned it into fucking darkness.
Oh wow. Oh, that's great. Sunbathing in the caves.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it. Also, I really like I don't know. Obviously it should work this way, but it's just cool seeing low gravity inside caves. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Jumping and leaping around.
I mean,
Also,
you've got-
the caves on planets with really high gravity are going to be really hard.
I mean,
They should just-
how
They should
How
just
in
have it
depth are they
so
gonna
if there's
make it?
people in the caves, like there are strung lights up to places where people have been, and if you're going somewhere where no one's been, okay, it's pitch black, and maybe you have to hang your own bloody lighting.
How I
Or
mean,
or take lighting with
how
you.
in depth are they going
Yeah.
to make this? I mean, if you can bring your ship down into some of these, can you use your ship as a power source to set up these lights and then jury rig something so you can start maybe building something underneath here?
That'd be cool.
Pipe dream there, but that would be fucking awesome. Your own little bat cave.
Hey,
But-
you're talking about using the Pioneer to build outposts underground.
Doesn't
Well,
have to be a
that'd be-
pioneer. What if you've just bring in your
That'd be
Mustang and you
cool.
just use that as a quick thing for a small generator so you can jury rig a thing in there for whatever reason. You just need somewhere to quickly temporarily stash your widow or something and then get the fuck out there, note it on a map, you get blown up, someone
That's
gets
cool.
this, they go down. Oh, but is it going to be like that? Or are they just going
I
to
don't
be,
know.
yeah, you can go in a cave and look around and
Well, what I want to
learn
know
a dragon
is,
shout?
can you find a cave, and then make a land claim for the area around that cave,
Yes.
and then build yourself a camp above the cave with a secret entrance into the cave, and then have your own cave system under your camp?
Isn't the land
Yes.
claim meant to
I
be
would-
considered the flat land, everything
everything
above
below.
it and everything below?
I think
Mhm.
so.
Yes, it is.
So
That was the whole kind of point of it
Mm.
is, yeah, and that's also the point of exploring the claim itself, so you know like which ones are
what
better.
you're getting, yeah. I
Yeah.
won't. So I played Deep Rock Galactic for a while last night with some friends because they were trying it out because it's a free weekend for Deep Rock Galactic. Which, if you haven't tried, you should play some Deep Rock Galactic because it's a good game.
Installing now.
It's good. It's
Why didn't you play with me and Ghost?
no one ever asks me.
Is that all we have to do is just ask?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, all right, I'll remember that.
As long as I'm not busy doing something else, just ask. But
Oh boy.
I know it'll never happen in Star Citizen, which is slightly disappointing, but one of the best things about things like Deep Rock Galactic is being able to just deform and dig out the entire damn cave system and
Mhm.
have explosions, hollow, like I've always loved the original Red Faction games.
Star
Red
Citizen will never
Hmm.
Faction,
be
eh?
like.
I know it will never be like that, but
And you're not talking about the original Red Faction.
Yes,
you're
I am.
talking about you. Well, it didn't have that level of destruction that you're talking about.
yes, it did.
No,
For
it
cave,
didn't.
yeah,
No, it did not.
No, it didn't. It was only
You're-
preset places.
You're thinking about guerrilla warfare.
incorrect. It was the original, and anywhere that you had walls, like cave walls, you could. Believe me, I played a shit ton of the multiplayer in that split screen multiplayer, and basically all we did,
We have a gaming war.
all we did was we mined out like tunnels, and then the other person had to try and find you in the tunnel that you had mined out, and then
I never
we
played
swapped.
the multiplayer, only played the single player.
Ah, well, there's your problem.
Oh, that may have been different. All right.
It was fantastic. Look, even Heavy Bob says I'm right. If Heavy Bob is saying I'm right,
And
sorry,
you're obviously.
you're fucked.
I mean, he also sounds a little bit like he's on drugs today, but okay.
Me
All right.
or Heavy Bob?
Heavy
Heavy
Bob.
Bob.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And that is only the most affectionate term there, Heavy Bob.
Drugs are
Wait.
good.
Term, way.
Everybody do drugs, kids.
No, that's not a good message.
Only some of them, though. Some
yeah,
of them
like
bad.
caffeine's
Okay.
okay sometimes.
The legal
So-
ones,
Let's
or
see.
the ones that are illegal at least a little bit.
Uh, if you guys want to ask us some more
Oh my
questions,
God.
because we've gone
Wait,
through
by
the
that definition, does that mean that I could sniff glue? Because that's legal.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Do whatever
we've,
you
we've
want,
gone through the
sure.
content this
Get
week,
your nose stuck.
so if
Well,
everyone
we
can-
haven't.
we
We
haven't.
haven't really. Well, what about all those pictures I sent you that you should put up
Oh.
on the screen?
Those are hard to put up.
Okay, then don't do it.
I'll do it. Give me a second.
Banner Defender's coming along well, but it delayed some other things.
I can't do it that way.
The whole
Also-
sea is just gone.
we got some information that there may be a new RSI ship coming. There hasn't been a new RSI ship in like many eons.
Not since the Polaris, right?
Yep, that would be the one.
2017 or was it 27? It was a Citizen Con that I was at.
I think
2016.
it was 2017.
That
I think
would
it
have
was
been
in 2016.
2016, yeah.
2017 was Germany.
Yeah. That was 2016. Yeah, so RSI hasn't had a ship in a long time.
So I saw this helmet, and it
No,
just made me think of friggin' Mary Poppins.
Why?
That's an
I don't get it.
amazing reference. I love it. And Jake didn't even get it. That's amazing.
No, I got it.
Oh, okay, you got it. All right. I
Better
thought you
get
were-
it.
I'm very
Laugh.
tired.
He looks like friggin' Mary Poppins, bitch.
Yeah,
Oh!
I love it. Da-da-da-da.
It's I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I know, but I had to say something
has
so
to
that
get
Sugar
it-
would get it.
He has to get more of his swears out now because he has to stop swearing soon.
And look, it's the Banu Defender.
In like a year.
I know, I'm joking.
Hey, no, I've already lost my swear words.
No, you didn't. You just said one.
Forking-
I saw
I
it
s-
right back there.
I say forking spoon now, okay? When I go to swear, I say forking spoon.
I work in sales, so I have to just leave it off most of the time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Except when you're gaming. Mine always slips out when I'm gaming.
No, when I get mad when I'm playing video games, I just get silent. Just like,
That's kind of worse, to be honest.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I was playing Monster Hunter World last night and kept saying forking spoon anytime I got hit. Yeah.
I wish
Sounds
I liked
complicated.
that game.
Oh, I forking love it.
I respect that game for what it is, but I don't like it.
I'm excited for Iceborne.
Definitely Crab Defender here. I do quite love this little ship. It's
I-
pretty cool looking.
Are those like two separate cockpits on
Mhm.
either
Yeah.
side?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
Cloud Car.
Very, very cool.
That's cool. I like it.
Now, I said Cloud Car. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah. Okay. That checks
Cloud
out.
Car. Oh wow, Cloud Car.
Yeah,
That's
the
from
best.
Star Wars.
Yeah, the best bit in Cloud Car.
That's hilarious. Star Wars reference, apparently.
Yeah.
My Google Fu helped me.
There's only one thing in the world called a Cloud Car.
Those things that are automated belong to Google and
Oh yeah.
go
those.
around taking pictures.
No.
Okay, let's do some questions. Ask us some questions.
All right.
people.
Oh, we should probably touch on the Hull C and ship to ship docking and why they got
It's
booted off the
gone.
roadmap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never
So-
coming back.
Unsurprisingly, like it's basically the same explanation as all along. They need to refactor the physics system and the physics grids because they need to be able to have multiple physics grids on one ship and also be able to expand and contract them.
This also
They
will
can't do
let
that yet.
you. This also will give them the ability to turn off gravity on and off and on. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a big deal. You can totally prank people by turning off the gravity on your friend's ship.
I need this mechanic because that is how I'm going to like murder everybody and take.
Yeah, fair enough.
I want it on a dimmer.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Feeling heavy today. Gonna go down to 0.4.
I need to lose some weight today.
If only.
Hey man, Martians train at 1G, even though it's
yeah.
0.8. Yeah.
Also, the Expanse is coming back in October.
Oh
Everyone
yeah.
get ready. Strap in.
listen. People of the Relays audience, if you are not watching The Expanse,
Oh
and you
man.
call yourself a Star Citizen fan, The Expanse is essentially just the prequel to Star Citizen, and you need to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse.
Oh, fuck you!
You-
That's
you're
a
just-
great bit of TV and sci-fi you're missing out on.
I've
Maybe
tried.
the best.
I've tried it twice. It's not my cup of tea.
Fair enough.
Why?
Because it's very similar to things like Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad or any of those
Okay.
shows where basically everyone is fucking evil and only bad things happen to everyone, and it's just
That's
shit.
just
Hello?
not
Have you
true.
met the world?
That's also just not true about The
Yeah.
Expanse. No.
What's Yeah, there's the
Like-
the hottie from Earth that's the only one of the very few you could say good guys in it. She's Iraqi and I can never remember or pronounce her name.
Her character's name? I don't know her actress's name. Her character's name is Avasarala.
That'll do.
And she's amazing.
She
Although
also.
she's very slightly evil, but mostly good.
I don't think she's that evil.
There's a scene at the beginning where she's
Oh,
tortured
sure.
in a belter.
Sure, I agree with you there. But she's probably one of the only people actually like doing good things in this show.
Yep.
Actually,
No,
that's
it's-
She
a
doesn't
great
act
show.
for selfish reasons,
yeah. It's always for the good of the system. Like everything she does is always like
And you don't have
And-
to feel bad
and,
having
like-
a crush on her.
legitimately good for the.
Okay.
Turns
so,
out she was right about that guy. Okay, she was right about that guy.
So our first question from TPS reports is: speaking of babies, are there any plans to have children and elders in Star Citizen? Does anyone else know the answer to this question?
Say that again. Sorry.
Are
was-
there
I
any
was
plans to
spelling
have
Christian
children and
Avasarala.
elders in Star Citizen?
Sure. Why not?
I'm thinking elders, yes, and children, maybe. Elders is easy to do because it's just all like textures and stuff.
She was an admiral, Bruce Arena, not just a captain. She was an admiral. She was on the board, like the big head honchos.
The Admiralty.
Yeah.
Like a few people have said in chat, I'm thinking children might not be in there because it creates a lot of problems.
So I got a question about that because
a lot.
normally having kids in
There's
games
children.
is normally it's a problem because you can no longer murder the children. You cannot.
there's
Kill the
children in Cyberpunk,
But you won't be able to kill them,
and
But-
there's children in Grand Theft Auto.
and you can't kill. The thing
Right.
about Star Citizen, the reason they don't do killable children in most video games is because most video
The
games
rating.
still do but they do the rating because they still do physical releases, right? And lots
Yeah.
of country, and it's not just the rating, it's also lots of countries will not allow it. Germany, for example, won't
They-
allow any
It
killing of
won't be
children in games.
able to be sold. Yeah.
But it's only
Actually, I think
it-
Germans is a bit even more different than that. Not only is it you can't kill children, but you can't have particularly gory things. Like they had to censor
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead.
Yes, but
Germany.
that tends to matter for retail sales. It doesn't matter as much for online sales. They can't stop
No.
you from downloading from.
No,
the-
they absolutely stop people from downloading things 100%.
Really?
Like they wouldn't yeah, they like certain games were only available in other countries and on the Steam store compared to Germany's. 100%.
I believe he's right as well. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, and there's
Yeah, I
certainly different
suppose.
versions that are sold in for specific regions.
No,
like,
it's-
there's definitely
it's all
a German
regulated.
version of Hearts of Iron 4.
Yeah, cuz they can't have too much Nazi imagery
Yeah,
in in
Haven't
video
they
games.
I
finally
think they've recently
loosened that a bit?
changed that.
Yeah, they have.
yeah.
They
Finally.
changed that recently. Yeah, because
Um,
Wolfenstein had a problem.
Yep.
So
which is weird because the whole game is about murdering the Nazis in the
There's
most
a good. There's a really good
spectacular way
message there.
possible.
It's a good message there.
It's the best message.
Kill
so I
Nazis.
just want to touch on something else, because there's another reason that children might not be in Star Citizen, and that is because remember the whole thing we had about how it's hard to change characters' sizes because then you have to change every single animation in the entire game.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a problem. with
Thing is,
children.
they might not have to do as much with children, right? Because you don't
Not
need,
as much.
You don't need
but-
every single animation for children. You need walking and sitting, and then you can have children in cities. And they don't have to do
Yeah.
jack shit. But
That's the
it's-
reason why I think they might be in there, is because I think it would be weird to see a city without any kids.
And it might be that they're
Oh,
added
wouldn't it be
later.
great though?
But
That's the airport I want to fly from.
okay.
There's a movie theater chain out here called Flicks Brewhouse that bans kids after 7 p.m. if they're younger than 21.
VIP theaters here just don't allow any in. At all.
All right, moving
so-
right along.
Sekshi Hagraven asks, how do you envision future gameplay for the 890 jump?
Basically,
I
very-
literally explained it at the beginning of this podcast. You open the hangar doors, fly into an asteroid field, and you scoop up the asteroids.
you have
I
a group
literally
of
explained this.
No,
you have a group of rich people with a minder there to keep them all in line, and they can all sit
Yeah.
around and mine the rock for you.
Yeah.
I think you get 2 female friends, a male friend and his pet dog, and you go around the galaxy solving mysteries.
Yeah, it'll work.
I think you do the same thing that Jake is saying with the mining, except you do it to other people's smaller ships. You just show up and like
Just
handbrake turn, scoop up their ship, close the doors, and then
Handbrake
go down
turn.
there, murder them, and their ship is now yours.
All
Could I
right.
just say handbrake turn in 890? It's like,
Yeah.
Captain, he's coming right for us.
Listen. I would agree with you that this would be completely impossible, Shiver. But lest ye forget, episode 2 of season 3 of The Expanse, where the Rocinante uses a nuclear weapon as a smokescreen. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Yes.
And then
Vaguely.
immediately does a handbrake turn. It was so cool.
Oh, I love that show.
Moist Toweletes asks, Eris, the Endeavor is undoubtedly gonna get supersized. How large
Yep.
do you think it will or should be?
1 kilometer. One kilometer.
Yeah,
What
you know
about
what? I'm pretty okay with that number.
So about
What-
the same
I-
length as the Enterprise D.
The
So-
Bengal.
What I think they should actually
Enterprise D was 623 meters, 620.
Yeah.
Oh, right, thank you.
The Enterprise
Wow,
E,
that was very specific. Thank you.
the Enterprise E is closer to a kilometer. I think it's more than a kilometer.
723.
Really? I thought it was like 9 something.
just remember,
Oh,
Shiver
never
did
mind,
pick up that
never mind.
entire
never
box set.
mind.
Does-
Oh
does-
no! You know what I'm thinking of?
You're
Darth
thinking of the
Vader's,
Enterprise from the Calvin universe.
Yes, also that, but also
The
I'm thinking
Excalibur
of-
class from the Calvin universe.
I'm thinking of Darth Vader's Executor
Oh.
class Star Destroyer.
Oh, that's a gorgeous ship, isn't it?
Yep,
I love
that one's
that
a
one.
kilometer long.
That sounds about right.
so I think that
It's weird that the ships in Star Citizen are around the same size as the ships in Star Trek.
so
Yeah, yeah.
thinking about a little bit. For the
I
Endeavor,
wonder if somebody from Star Trek had a hand in designing some of the
definitely
ships
not.
in Star Citizen.
No,
Definitely
that
not.
definitely didn't happen.
No.
They
Never.
have to have some sort of experience in industrial light and magic or something.
No.
Oh boy.
For the Endeavor,
I don't know, man. I'm just
here's some
defiant about it.
thoughts. Oh, you fucker. Here's some thoughts for the Endeavor.
Yeah, fire.
It should basically act as a small space station.
No, it should.
Yep, I agree.
It needs to size up. Its hangar needs to size up so it can land multiple things in it. And the Endeavor should basically be a slow-moving research space station. It's a research
That's essentially
station.
what the Retribution is going to be, except it's a warship.
Yep. Mobile
Yep,
space
but-
station. That
Well,
is
and
what the
also
Endeavor
the
should size up to.
Retribution also has like a railgun the size of a planet.
It's a railgun that fires Idrises.
Yes,
Idri.
or that.
Idrises?
Idri. Definitely
Idri.
Idri. Idri.
Idri.
Idri. So next question. Kurotch Spider asks.
Uh-huh. You want to repeat that for Big Fudge here?
Kurotch Spider
Okay.
asks, do you think that Server-side OCS will fix the horky-borky jittery animations we see in almost all FPS videos, or is
Can I-
there another
hold on.
cause?
Hold on. First of all, you win today's show for Horky Borky?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Horky Borky is pretty good. I am going to adopt this into my vernacular. Thank you very much.
Vernacular is also very good. Well done, Jake.
Dude, vernacular is one of my favorite words in the universe.
It's a
In
very
your
good word.
vernacular?
Universe. Yeah, vernacular is one of my favorite words in my vernacular.
Now, do we think that server-side OCS will solve the basically
At least
lag
you're
in
always the
animations?
only one to ask questions. This is nothing new. This is nothing new.
Will it solve the horky borky?
Solve?
It will help.
No, but it might help a lot because usually if it's something that you can see, it's something and the player, well, and then it's got to go through the server, so it will help, but I don't think it's going to solve them.
I think server meshing will solve the problem if it's implemented correctly.
It'll help.
Because
I don't
Assuming
think it'll
they can make-
solve either.
So I don't know. Assuming you can make servers that are pretty like
Tiny.
not loaded down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They can be pretty well under control in terms of how much load they have. If you were doing dynamic server meshing, which is even further away than the initial implementation of the first like fixed server meshing that they're planning to do.
I was going to sort of say what UI Goku 7 was saying is, or has said, is that client to server and service to server and OCS will help. Like it's all of the things together.
All of it. Yeah.
It's everything that they're doing networking wise will help, because the issue is a networking issue, but one thing alone won't solve it, just like one fix alone won't solve anything in Star Citizen.
Did you see the nice thing that was added to 3.8 this week?
I did not.
They actually officially added client to server actor network rework to 3.8.
Oh, good.
So it will help.
Also, I like Sunjammer's song there.
Of course.
Noobmaster 69
Nice.
Aha.
asks, what happens if a ship collides with something while artificial gravity is turned off?
That's why they need to rework the physics grids, because they're trying to answer that question.
Yeah. Also, they need to fix the ships colliding into anything because it doesn't act correctly right now at all. You like bounce off of things and nothing happens to your ship, or you like just brush up against something and your ship explodes.
Yep.
Like the guy
Yep.
whose like buddy like was landing on the deck of his 890 jump just really slowly, and he just and then he landed on the deck and just exploded. Just like okay.
Yeah, there's some things that need to be.
I mean, I'm wondering whether or not the CIG are going to have it as a possibility that you can be spaced as a result of a collision or any impact, really, if
That
you're
would
just
be
blown
awesome.
up into space.
If so, I really hope they allow us to counter that with high-powered thrusters on our person.
Oh yeah, you need a way to get back in. But I would love to be able to be space.
Give me my Mandalorian packs, yo. I want to dip right back to my ship.
I
I want the Martian power armor from The Expanse. Is what I want. That's what.
The glass on the ships is supposed to be in lore like stronger than anything else. So I can't really see you like flying through the glass of your ship. I more see you splattering across it.
No, I was thinking more of a part being ripped off your ship and you flying out the hull.
Oh, okay.
Like one of the things that they've shown for a long time is the turrets can be ripped right off your ship, and then there's a whole giant hole in your ship.
Right.
Someone forgot to close the door before you left spaceport.
Or I'm
That'd be
currently listening to the Martian audiobook, which is amazing, by the way.
Yes. It is.
And Mark Watney just got ripped out of the hab by the exploding airlock.
We still have to watch that and do commentary on it one of these days.
Yeah, we really
The Martian
need to do that.
is one of the finest space movies that exists.
And
I love Matt Damon in just about everything he does.
And I can definitely recommend the audiobook. It's fantastic.
I also recommended the physical book.
Yes, of course, if you prefer your books in that form.
Well, I recommend the imaginary book.
Oh, that's called a movie.
You okay there, Shiver?
He's trying to figure out what he can recommend.
Potatoes!
I
Grown
recommend
my own shit on another planet and sold to you for thousands of dollars.
Gamer.
There you go, Heavy
Gee-
Bob. Have fun with that.
Gamer Gee asks, when will a spectator mode be available, or at least drones?
drones are something they're working on right now, right? Because the mining drone has to happen.
And the Carrack's got a drone bay.
I'm still waiting for the little tiny models of ships that you can fly around your hangars that they said they might do someday, and they said that like 6 years ago. I still want those.
My scale model of the Arrow is on its way.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm wondering, but
Are you going to strap
spectator
a
mode
model
for the
rocket to
PU?
it and see if it can fly?
No. No.
What was that, Sugar?
It was
Yeah, like,
100.
when they say spectator mode, do they mean spectator PU? Because
Mhm.
no.
I mean, I think it
I
means.
can't-
I think they're more talking about like being able to use like the cameras on the Reliant and that type of shit.
That makes sense. That's with rendered texture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what he was using. I don't think it works. Those things work yet, though.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure what the deal is there, but
I mean, I would say at the very
I don't know.
latest when Squadron releases, because that's going to be new Squadron.
I would imagine.
I
Coffee.
don't know about the drones for Squadron, but then they could just cheat with the drones for Squad. Be fair.
Coffee, you beautiful human, your name has been neutered, and I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad about it. I'm sad, but it's okay. You're here. That's all that matters.
Gamer Gee also asks, underground cities in the future possible?
Maybe.
I could see that, especially given the sci-fi type situation we're in.
Give me Tokyo 3 from Evangelion, please.
No,
I want it. No, I want it.
I could definitely see this given the like atmosphere in the game because, well, that's a terrible word to use. Given the sci-fi nature of the game, because they might have had a planet where they couldn't establish an atmosphere, so they're like, "Hey, we want to put things here, but underground." So we can
Sableran
steal them?
says that they already exist in lore, and I'm pretty
Do
sure
they?
they do. Yeah.
Well, I haven't. I
There's so
have
much
not
in the
read
lore.
all of the lore. I have
Well,
not
damn it,
read
I'm
all
going
of
to
the
say
lore.
yes, flat out yes.
Yeah.
And
There's only
if they're
one.
there, they're there.
There's only one city that I'm excited for, and it's one that I hope has underground as well. It's the pirate city that's built in the crashed Bengal. But it's a Bengal that crashed, parts of that Bengal should be underground, right? And there
Or
should be like an
destroyed.
underground. Well, I mean, who's going to win in a fight? A Bengal or a planet? My vote's with the Bengal.
I'm gonna vote planet here.
Why are all the good pictures of Tokyo 3 on Pinterest?
Because Pinterest is a horrible place on the internet.
Oh,
That's
I
why.
hate Pinterest so much.
Oh, okay, hold on.
I had
We
to
need more
use
questions,
so much.
people.
I found it.
Hey,
I found it.
warning! We need more questions because David's gonna freaking sing.
Oh man, I
It's
had a
not
song.
Good.
I sang.
singing
I sang
earlier.
to them.
He
I
was
sang-
singing.
I sang to
I
everyone.
was
like,
disappointed you didn't sing Angry Inch.
I don't know what that is.
You should. It's something I think you'd find hilarious.
I found it.
Sexy David 69 asks,
Nice.
This.
congratulations, you are now the lead developer for the Persistent Universe, Todd Pappy. Todd, what are you happy about in Alpha 3.7 that you've been working on?
Wait, is Todd Pappy here? Why are we asking?
No,
Todd
you are
Pappy?
you are now Todd Pappy. What are you happy?
Me?
Yes, you. What
I
are
don't
you
know,
happy
man.
that you've been working on for 3.7?
Todd Pappy does. He's the German man. He works on the crazy stuff that just appears in our lives and makes us happy. He's not
Yeah, pretty
German,
much.
but he works in Germany.
What are you happy that you've been working on for 3.7, Mr. Todd, sir?
I only eat tacos.
That's not
Fair
an answer.
enough. I'll take it though. He's happy about
All right.
eating tacos.
Yeah.
Do we all get a go at this?
Hey,
Yeah, sure. Second Todd, what are you happy about? You, yeah.
All right. I'm very happy to announce that going forward, we're going to be doing twice weekly segments called Melissa Estrada Answers. And all it is like 8 hours a day of Melissa Estrada just
A
being
day.
Melissa. 8
Uh,
hours a day,
Third
7 days a week,
Third Todd Pappy?
365 days a year.
Third Todd Pappy, what are you happy about working on for 3.7? That's
So I think I'm actually gonna answer the question. So I'm gonna say harvestables.
okay.
Harvestables.
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 It's like Lunchables, but way worse.
Yeah.
Is it like an alligator in a vest?
Yeah.
An investigator?
Yeah.
Oblivion Town Guard asks, if you violate the law, how long do you have, and you choose not to pay a fine, how long should you have to stay in jail, assuming you don't break out? Depends on the
7
crime.
years.
It depends on the crime.
I would
7 real life years.
it would make it very interesting as a game if they actually were like, yeah, you're in jail for like 6 months. Okay.
Would that be interesting?
Well, it depends what there is to do in jail. Maybe you can organize a
Wait,
jailhouse
wait.
riot and break out and kill all
Rise
the
the
guards
ranks.
and
Rise the
steal
ranks in
all
jail.
the money from the jail. I don't know why there's money in the jail.
And run a coke enterprise in jail, from jail, and like become.
Enterprise?
Well, because they haven't got vending machines.
Well, yeah. How else are they going to drink coke?
Yeah.
You got to smuggle it in.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the hell they're going to do with the prison gameplay that they talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they themselves know what they're going to do, because they've had some talk about like, oh, you capture someone and that person after like a minute or two of being captured will respawn somewhere else, but you'll keep a facsimile of them and take that facsimile to jail.
Yes.
But
That was also like 4 years ago.
it was
David.
4 years ago. I know, but that's like we haven't really had much of an update. But it just makes me think of this situation, right? So Nakara, being the good upstanding citizen that he is, has captured Shiver and Jake for killing wantonly.
David.
Yeah, they killed me. They killed me. I've now respawned. You captured them. You have them in the back of your Avenger. They have now despawned. Right? So I am back up in my ship, and you have fake Jake and fake Shiver. And now the two of them split up. I've just spawned in my ship, and I'm flying away. And Jake shows up, and he kills me again. Because he's not he has no fucking punishment, right? And then at the same time as Jake is killing me, Shiver's like, no, I hate the guy that captured me. And he goes and he knocks your Avenger out, and he rescues fake him and fake Jake. You know?
Flawless.
I
You know
love
what I'm
this. I love this.
Anyway,
Makes me
that's as far as
I
I
really,
got.
I really hope that's how it actually works, because that'll just confuse the hell out of people. It'd be great,
Right?
Shiver, what do you think? You on board with
Do you want
the
a serious answer, or do you
the
just want me to go through some of the scenarios I'm thinking of in my head here? Because some of them are a little X-rated.
I kind of want both.
Well, I mean, okay, it's a serious answer first. He raises a good point, because when they said that, I thought, well, that leaves a massive thing, because your next character, in theory, should be or is probably next in line in the family, but then that character never died. He just went to prison for a bit, and then what if he gets released? Does he get released? Or does he just become a completely different entity? In which case, you've just taken away the ending of my character from me by saying he goes to prison forever, or he literally changes into a completely new entity. How are they going to handle that? It's a fucking weird thing.
Yep.
Glad I'm not working on it, basically.
Yeah, I have a very similar feeling. It's not an easy problem to solve. But I mean, obviously they're doing prisons with prison gameplay, so you have to be able to go to prison somehow. So that's going to be interesting experience overall.
Jake,
And they're using the cave tech to make prisons, so that's going to be dank and dreary.
Yeah.
Does Jake have thoughts?
I don't know.
No.
No.
Okay,
No
no
thoughts.
thoughts. Next question.
Okay, we have more questions.
Shameful Display asks or says, if you ruin my name again, I will find you and I will tickle your hairy belly.
He does have a hairy belly.
It's true.
Duh.
I've seen it.
Like a bear.
Chris Roberts from the popular hit game show Family Feud asks, what is the next concept that you want to see that isn't a gameplay feature? Okay, you killed Jake. He's literally dying.
That's so good.
Jake is dying.
That was so good. My answer is I want a lava planet. I want Mustafar. Give me Mustafar.
What do you think, Shiv? Or do you want me to go?
I want to see a proper capital ship. Proper capital ship.
So, like the Idris?
No.
The Bengal?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we're getting there. The ships keep growing in size. The 890 is the biggest one we've gotten.
I'm gonna say. Oh, this isn't that easy. What's the next concept? Okay, I'm gonna go totally off the beaten track here and say Vulcan implementation. Not a gameplay feature, an engine feature.
I'm gonna stick with my standard response when answering questions like this. I want a frickin' doodle truck.
A Benny's truck?
I want like the ramen truck from Fifth Element.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Yep.
That's what I want.
Would you do that as a career in the game?
Yes.
Fly around a noodle
Yep.
truck and just
Yep.
instill noodles to people?
Yep.
Nice. I like it.
That's what I want.
I approve of this motion.
Just ramming around.
Yep. You
No,
can see
alright,
where
so-
David's brain just hitched there for a moment. Just,
So I've actually got an engine feature that I want, and I never thought I would say these words out loud, but Control has made me a believer.
yeah.
I want ray traced lighting in Star Citizen.
They don't want ray trace lighting in Star Citizen.
I know, but Control has made me a believer. It's the future. Please give me ray traced lighting. It's
Well,
beautiful.
Vulcan does its own version, doesn't
Yeah, I think they can do ray tracing in the game. They basically just said that it's so incredibly expensive graphically that
Just make
don't
it an
have a lot-
option. No, just make it an option I can toggle. Give
But they have
give
to,
it.
they have to do it though, and that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
well-
but it'd be so good. Control looks so good. You have no idea. When this is done, I'm gonna look up some stuff for this
Can
game.
I just
and I'm gonna
say-
share it with you.
I've just noticed Disco Lando is live on Twitch right now playing Borderlands 3.
Yes.
Probably fun and more entertaining than us. And I think he'd appreciate the views.
Yeah.
Not
Do
that
you
he
just
needs
tell
them.
Did you just tell everybody to leave our stream?
Yes. It's what we
No,
do.
I was just informing them that Disco Lando is streaming Borderlands 3 right now.
Well, we've only got 15 minutes left, and I'll do the / raid thing to
I mean,
him.
I'm
when we're
watching
done.
him, not this shit.
I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out.
All right.
Here you go.
Disco Lando asks, "Hey guys, have you checked out my new live stream?"
You skipped a
On Twitch.
question.
Yeah, but I saw that question. I wanted to.
It's fine.
I didn't see the question. I
The
literally
question
just
is
saw
really
it on
Disco
Twitch.
Lando says, "Hey guys, have you checked out my new live stream on twitch.tv/Disco Lando?"
Okay, I see your point. I see your point, Jake. Holy God.
Yeah.
What the
Oh
hell?
my god.
Oh yeah, that
Holy
looks good.
crap.
That looks good.
Okay.
I'm gonna find some more.
Don't do this to me. It's not good.
I
Makes
want
me buy money or makes me spend money. Buy money.
Borderlands
What the fuck does that
3
mean?
is
Oh, yeah.
one of
Oh,
those
yeah. Here
games
we
that I want, but like Control, I'm not gonna get it because it's
Here
too
we
much
go.
money.
Here we go. There you go.
That looks all right.
Oh wow.
Looks all right.
It's so good.
Uh-huh.
So good.
There's definitely there's always whenever I see games that look this good these days, there's always that 12-year-old me who's like, how the fuck did you do that? Because I'm
Okay.
used to I remember playing Sega Genesis games. Quite
Oh
clearly.
no. Here we go. They made a comparison.
Lieutenant Frank Drebin, Police Squad, asks, "How do you think that they'll deal with Earth in Star Citizen? Can you land on top of Mount Everest or visit the Eiffel Tower?"
We actually know this and we can't say.
Yeah. So the problem with this is
It depends. You see, what you have to be able to do is have to be able to speak properly with the bonobos, because they have in fact taken over the Earth, which you find out later on by seeing a buried Statue of Liberty.
Eric,
That would definitely make this game rated X.
Eric, click that last link.
Oh, I don't worry. I'm playing with it right now.
It's
Jamer G asks, "Will wingsuits and small jetpack boosters be a thing?"
that's what I'm saying. I want it. I need it. I need it.
Yeah, I could see it definitely in the future.
Yeah,
Maybe not
I
right
feel
away,
like
but
it will be.
Maybe the Titan suit will have a special
I
one-man, stupid size one gun type thing on it.
also I'm gonna give a shout out right now to our audience because you guys are amazing. Shiver told you all to leave and go watch Disco, and not a single person left, and we gained one viewer.
Oh, we gained a
That viewer
Xylo.
was Xylo.
Yeah, but now
Xylo!
Xylo's heard that. He's going to be like, Disco streaming? Fuck you guys.
Yeah, get out of here.
I would.
Totally. Oh boy.
Oh,
All right. Oh, here we go.
Oh, and he's
This
just
one's
in
gonna
time for this
this
great
one's gonna be
question.
Yeah, it's not even a question; it's a statement.
Extendable Hull Schlong asks breast sliders.
Period.
It's just going back to the
just
elderly
like Conan.
question, so you can have them, you know.
Straight out of Conan Exiles.
You're wearing a flight suit. Whatever
Right?
it is, it's gonna be smashed down. It's a body length sports bra.
Hey, welcome to the show, Xylo. As you can see, we're
Sorry.
keeping up our high quality Star Citizen content at all times.
Oh, man.
Zyla, this is how every show goes. You must know this by now.
Yeah, he does, I'm sure.
It's
Oh.
we were just talking about ray tracing, okay?
Yes, we were.
We were just talking about lighting.
Yeah,
and
but it's only because we
heat.
all know this bloke called ray tracing.
Oh.
That's a weird last
Ray-
name.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like Tracy, but worse.
Noxil asks, a new RSI ship has been teased in the Chairman's Club email. I don't know if this has been
Yep.
asked already, but what do you think it will be?
Oh, we never actually guessed as to what it was. We just said that it existed, and it's been a while since we've had an RSI.
Oh,
ship.
I'm happy to guess what it was.
Guess away.
So I think
Correct me if I'm wrong, Zyla. Was the last ship the Polaris? The last
RSI?
RSI ship? Oh, sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that given the name of the company, Robert Space Industries, I think we're going to have a ship that is entirely based around and modeled around Chris Roberts and Aaron Roberts' childhood home. And it will just fly through space. And it
It's
will
just
just
the
be
house?
just the house. And it'll fly
Okay.
through space. And that will
Oh
be
right, I was picturing like
That
a
will be the-
shopping trolley in a
and-
canal or something.
and it will be
Because I live in the country where they came from, so I know what it's actually like.
and somehow inexplicably this was the ship where Xylo achieved his request that the ship be named after him. There's no correlation to the Roberts childhood home and Captain Xylo here, but somehow that's how that discussion meeting went down in the conference.
I'm sticking with my. It needs to be a, like small scale, entrepreneurial ship. So, food delivery, baby changing service, handyman. Like
Baby changing. What? Like, I'm not happy with this baby. I'd like to change it for another one.
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
have one in blonde,
Yes.
please.
yes, exactly.
precisely.
Well,
You wanna know my real answer?
CIG talked about how, like, let's say a window on a space station gets damaged. There's actually going to be someone, like an NPC, that will go and repair it. It's its job to repair it, right?
Yep.
Right.
A ship.
That was a Tony Z one. I like
Yes,
that one.
a ship for that person. It's a little tiny, like multitask, service-oriented ship that goes out and does little tiny handyman jobs. And like, oh, you've got this nice little base, but you want a nice wooden deck at the front, and you can't get
Yeah.
that for your Pioneer. I will build you a nice little wooden deck, like a little handyman
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
I have the answer for you, Jake.
What?
It was the RSI Apollo.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Apollo.
It was last summer.
I like
also
that
still want
ship.
the Zeus.
I
Oh,
like that
definitely.
ship a lot. I want personally, I want a mid to small size salvage ship. I think RSI would be a good choice for this.
Maybe something
that's
that can
pretty much it.
maybe something that combines salvage and mining and repair.
That'd be kind of cool, like a multi-use ship.
Small multi-use ship.
You could have like cargo areas or containers that are like reconfigurable for different materials. Like,
And
I'm gonna switch to mining mode.
And also has an option for selling ramen out the side.
Yeah, exactly. Little window.
Yeah.
like kind of like a food
really
truck.
wants that ramen
I
truck.
really want
yeah.
that fucking ramen truck. Okay.
I feel if there isn't a Big Benny's truck in the game, I don't
It's
even
gotta
know.
be.
I don't even know what CIG is even doing
I know.
right now. If there isn't a Big Benny's truck in the game, like the little ship flying
Ooh,
around selling bennies.
I've got an idea. I don't know if RSI would make this. It sounds like a misc thing, but man, like an Earth competitor to the Merchantman would be sweet.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing.
That would be cool.
Yep.
I don't know
Yep,
if
yep, yep.
RSI would make
That would be bizarre.
Oh, that's such
Oh
a bad joke.
no, no.
Such a bad joke.
I mean, J2 Smiling Viking, also great username. I
See, I know
agree
who
with you.
does,
There
yeah.
needs to be more consolidated Outland ships, but they're like Tesla though. Like they make like 3, and that's it.
Well, yeah.
And weirdly specific things like a semi truck.
Except Tesla has like 5 more vehicles in development
true.
right now.
That's true.
Also, Tesla's vehicles currently spell out sexy.
They do spell
they
out
sure do.
sexy.
I want
Which
to know
makes
what
a
the
lot of
next
sense.
ones are gonna spell out.
No, do you know what they actually spell? Semi-sexy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
that's true.
the semi's not quite ready yet. Not
Well,
quite.
neither is the Model Y.
That's true.
Fair.
Sexy semi truck. There you go. We're good.
Sexier. Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder what
Um,
they'll call the truck.
Ray
They can't use
Tracing.
Model E.
Ray Tracing asks, "Have you seen my pal Trace Ray?"
Yeah, we did. He was
and
nice.
We'll
He
put out a
thought it
trace
was
on Ray Trace immediately before we start doing that. We'll have to track him down, tracing him down, and then we'll put some sort of ray out tracing him down.
Oh.
And then are we gonna like trace his face?
No ray.
Okay.
No. no.
My unborn child asks, "Daddy, when will I be able to play Star Citizen and Squadron 42?"
The funny thing is,
Heavy Bob, I know it's you, and I'm so happy. Yep, it was. I love you so much, Heavy Bob. You're my new favorite viewer. Congratulations.
I
amazing.
mean, it's probably going to be maybe 2 to 3 years before baby can even like hold a controller decently. So, and I mean, I'm just now getting my 8-year-old into gaming, and she now likes games. So, I mean, I've probably got 5 or 6 years at least until baby wants to play Star Citizen. Which is
all right, you have a new
perfect.
deadline, CIG.
Yeah.
2025. There you go.
2025. There you go.
As long
Gotta have it out.
if the PU is like ready to play by 2025, I'm happy because I can set up a nice gaming station, and I mean, hopefully by then it'll just be on Stadia and just stream it for both of us. No
Yeah,
need to
right.
buy a new no need to buy a new computer
2025. By then, Stadia would have been, opened up. Google
And
would
shut
have
down?
cancelled it and moved on.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. They'll have completely abandoned
was-
it and moved on to something else.
I was watching some of these people playing role-playing games, so I can actually fucking learn how to play these goddamn games, because imagination games have got so many goddamn rules when you're an adult. Apparently, when I was a kid, it was a lot simpler. You're dead anyway. And they actually had like Google Plus links, and I thought, who the fuck even used Google Plus? And it's shut down now, but
Nobody.
they're still
I
linking it
remember
on there.
though, when Relay was in its infancy, we had a discussion
We
of
did.
whether or not we needed to grab Relay
On Google
Relay's
Plus.
username on Google Plus.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I think we grabbed it
I
on
remember that.
everything, didn't we?
We did. We win like
Hog wild.
Goodreads.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, everything,
like,
man. Everything. We actually have a Relay. I mean, this one's not so strange, but we actually have a Relay Reddit account, and I don't think anyone's ever used it.
Nope.
But it's ours.
We use the Pornhub account though, don't we?
Yeah, but
Did we,
that's-
did we get one of those?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
we
we did get one of those.
We
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
We
yeah.
did get one. We also have a vote account, like VOAT. We could
Right?
easily
Yes,
do
I
that
remember
again.
Vote.
You
The
remember
one,
because
Vote? It's
Reddit-
still
that 1
around.
week. That 1
There
week.
was a
Still
while-
around.
There was a while where Reddit looked like it was gonna rip itself to shreds.
I
but
mean,
it
it
didn't.
still kind of is ripping itself to shreds.
but it is slow and controlled manner.
Well, let's just
got him.
let's answer one more question, then we'll go host disco. Content for the Sausage Fest asks, how far do you want needs for food, sleep, etc. to go?
That's a really good question, actually.
Ask me again after I play Death Stranding, because Death Stranding is gonna have all that stuff in it. So, yeah, I liked it in Red Dead Redemption 2. So, so pretty far, I would say right now. But I want another game as a frame of reference, a second game as a frame of reference.
I want it to go far, but not as far as something like Scum.
Do you know?
Scum that does
Do you know
like
what game?
they monitor like
yes,
what
it's
you
Scum.
what you ingest and how it'll react in your stomach and how you'll poop it out at the
Yeah.
end and like
Yeah.
like to the ridiculous level, right? It should be something that you can engage in that you don't have to engage in all the time. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I would
So
just-
I'm gonna have to say I think it should have consequences in terms of like it is a way to control and limit people's like incredible long journeys, and make it actually have some gameplay like consequence. So like you have to take enough food with you to feed your character for however long you're gone. That should be fairly simple.
I still want it to be like if you're in a ship and the ship has food stores, you don't have to do it manually yourself. It's assumed to be just you're fed. But if
No, that's
you
what
are,
I mean.
yeah,
That's what I
if
mean,
you're
yeah.
crash landed on a planet, then you start having to scavenge something. Like you start having to worry about food because you're in the middle of nowhere.
I just don't want to be going to the fucking shops when I'm playing Star Citizen because I play games to escape reality.
No, I
not to
honestly,
take a spaceship down to Tesla.
Shiver. The way I actually envision this is like as one of the port services. So you know how you can repair and refuel. You can just like
Yeah.
supply
I
supplies.
don't want to be pissing around. I remember
Shiver.
old games like that. I don't want to be pissing around going, coffee's up there. It's just,
Shiver.
I would like it to be assumed to a certain degree. If I have a food storage on there, yeah, I've eaten whilst I was logged off. If I want to go for a
Yeah.
bonus
Yeah,
pizza or
absolutely.
something, I can do that. I don't want to be managing food, fuel, a crew.
No, that's what I mean. And like it's not like each individual item. It's just food supplies, or just click a button and then you refill your food supplies, and that's it.
I hate to say it, Shiver, but if you want
What's
a
that?
game that doesn't remind you of like having to go down to the shops and shit, I want a game that doesn't have me having to get on 15 minutes of public transportation.
Yeah,
But hey,
I mean, that's a valid point to me. You're in a fucking spaceship. I want to land wherever the hell I want.
I don't want 15 minutes of public transportation when I land and have to go to a house.
All right, listen.
Yep.
Listen.
Let's.
I see that argument to a point, but that's kind of like saying, I have a Hummer. I should just be able to drive into this national park.
Yes.
Isn't that what the Hummer is for?
Yeah.
I have a Hummer. I want to drive over these vehicles in a traffic jam.
Yeah.
You're not
and
wrong.
it's not even I have a Hummer. It's I have a Hummer with rockets attached to it. How many times are you sitting in slow moving traffic and you're just like, I wish I had a rocket launcher and could just blow up the cars in front of me and drive?
Well, now you do.
I have a Hummer because I'm too cheap to buy a radio.
And with that, we are going to end. Thank you to everyone who watched.
Thank you,
to
everybody.
everyone who followed. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Thank you to everyone who prescribed. Thank you to everyone who is a scribe and who transcribed, and I don't know, just thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not here. I'm not here next week. I might not be here the week after.
I don't know when I'm going to be disappearing, but it might happen. We'll see what happens. Babies.
A show could be canceled if that happens,
Yes.
depending on when it happens.
Yep.
So be aware of this. Otherwise, we'll see you next week, same time,
Oh,
same
everybody!
place. Goodbye.
How do I do this? /host.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Well, we have to go
Disco raid?
offline.
Oh, we go
You can do
offline.
/raid. No,
Slash
we
raid.
can do
How do I-
/raid.
Yeah.
/raid.
Disco Lando.
Disco_Lando.
I think it's Disco _Lando.
Is it Disco_Lando?
I would check.
Disco_Lando.
Twitch. Okay, it is. Okay, we're good. There
Okay,
you
so /raid Disco_Lando, and then I can end the stream, correct?
Yeah, because if you raid, we're not streaming anymore.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
go. Woohoo!
Rating in 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye.
All right, I gotta go, peeps.